start streaming. We should be live. Let me check. On the offhanded chance that, like, the one person that might check out the Twitch channel that I literally never use might pop in here, I'm gonna keep the chat open on my phone because I don't have dual monitors set up. But yeah, we're good. Good. Yeah. Same deal as before. I'm just practicing a little bit. Trying to improve my the bosses essentially. Is the biggest thing that I'm working on. I gotta get a new route because I keep locking myself out in the that place where you can get to the cleric beast, so I need to somehow leave that open. It's not that far of a run, and obviously I can come back OP. I might just go straight to the Bloodstarved Beast this time around. It might be the best route. Okay. Alright. Nothing to see here, just walking. You don't need to charge me at the door. Did he? No, he didn't listen. He's outside. It takes so long for the door to open! Alright. Let's move. Whoa! Lusa! Alright. That's another thing that's funny about this game. I find the roll particularly satisfying. I don't know what it is about the roll, but there's something about it that, like, really makes you feel like you're escaping. You're, like, rolling away. Not that anyone needed to make, like, a roll animation unique. Okay, one of these days, I'm just gonna get the pistol first and then go for the main weapon. Okay. I'm sure I can get something that can show me exactly how long my run is. Because the goal is to do this with under 10 minutes. And seriously, for this to be glitchless, I think I've got a pretty damn streamlined route. Because these mollies are pretty much necessary. And it's like, that's the fastest way to go down, just pretty much in any circumstance. And then, you need the... What are they? Shard? Yeah, you need... Ah, get him! Be good, gentlemen. Alright. This guy. Alright, let's equip them mollies and not miss literally everything this time. Okay. Blood bullets. Heal. Okay. Bypass the dog. Not as many as I was wanting to, but I still made it. And I killed the dog. Alright, let's get the shard. Let's... Nope, I'm going straight to the Bloodstarved Beast. But that's stupid! Never mind. Right, shard. Roll. Shard. Going after these guys isn't 100% necessary, but you can just use your blood bullets anyway, and you get extra blood vials, and like any bit helps with Gascoigne, so... Wait, did I miss? The hell? I got... Mike's... Fuck! Okay. How did that... That was the microphone. That was definitely the microphone. It was in my way. Totally not my fault at all. Let's just keep going. I'm just gonna play it out as is. Honestly, there's no need to even make much of a thing of these, so. Pebbles. Yeah, let's just, how about we just do what we don't usually do and just have fun playing this amazing video game. I know. There's a liberation in knowing that you're cursed. And what of it? This is why I don't extend my cane. Oof. It's funny just how overwhelming these guys are in the early part of the game, but they're not so bad once you've, It's funny, it's been so long since I've even done this. Get the extra mollies. I just thought of cutting down as much time as I could, and obviously the best way to do that is probably going to be the wolf skip. I mean, I think that's what most people who are like speedrunners do for this game, is they get through that gate so they can go through the forest. I've just never tried it. I know those wolves really well. I know like their move set. I've just never tried to use the exploit of clipping through the gate. What I've seen, it doesn't seem all that hard. It's just frustrating that you've basically got one attempt at it. Because if you die, or if you kill it even, bad things. Ow. It is a funny thing that you can get a parry but still be blown like way the hell back. Wait, that worked? Okay, I thought there was a grab. I'm making this way more epic than it. You know what? I'm just gonna molly him. Whatever. Wait, what? Fucking. Can one of my parries not knock me back? Jeez Louise. Okay. Blood bullets. Heal. Heal. Blood vials. Okay. That turned that entire exercise into a moot bloody point. Okay. Oh, I already went up here. Regardless. funny, I'm not even really sure what I'm doing here if I'm not gonna announce this. This seemed to be working perfectly, which is awesome. Is it now? This thing, it was such a curse to go through this game with that stupid axe. It's such a horrible weapon. Horrible weapon. And I used it my first time, and then the threaded cane is so OP that it is insane. Like, the crowd control alone makes it invaluable. It's such a good weapon in this game, and like, skill build players like me, it's a dream. It's a dream to have that right away. Because, like, the Uchi Katana, like, you find it early on in most all the Souls games, but they're not a starting class weapon. Like, other than, like, the Samurai has it in Elden Ring, obviously, but cool. Because, like, the Uchi Katana is pretty much my favorite, like, normal, I guess you could say, weapon in the Souls games. But in this one, it's just nice to have that as a starting class weapon. You can just get the weapon that you use right away. Cause I like the Chikage, but I don't gravitate towards it all the time. And Maria's, like, blades, those are also really good for a skill build, but the problem with those things is that they are... You have to get to the DLC. Like, you literally have to kill everything in the DLC before, Maria, or... You have to kill everything before Orphan of Kos, so it's like, by that time, it's like probably... Fucking... Wait, that's the range on these things? I thought they threw further than that. Missed me. I love just how consistent so many of these enemies are in this game. Like, the shooting is... Like, it's always the same timing. Once you have that timing, you can wait and dodge at just the right time. And it was wise not to make them too spontaneous, because my god, like, they're difficult enough, and especially in, like, the wide areas where there's a bunch of them. Okay. Did that actually hit? Oh! Boom. Ow. Bastard. Love it. Alright. Could do a Cleric Beast without upgrades, I suppose. I always just find it tedious more than anything, because, like, that's the thing, is, like, the Cleric... I wouldn't call the Cleric Beast a bad boss. It's just, like... It's generic. It's not interesting. Gascoigne is a very interesting, very mechanically unique boss. You don't have that. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to equip the torch so that I can look awesome in this area. The torch is funny. They were wise to not make areas that were like pitch black where you literally needed a torch, but they're always just dark enough. Like this is a room where you would want the light to be on. You would, in a modern context, you'd pull out your phone and you'd use your, like, phone flashlight, and it provides about as much as you would imagine. I always love that aspect of the first experience with these games, because it's like, that guy's there, and he's in a wheelchair, purposefully to disarm you, to be like, oh, he's in a wheelchair, he's cool. And it's like, no, he wants you dead too. And it's like, it's just funny that he's just facing there, and there's a lot of subconscious things like that when it comes to games and just stories in general, where we make assumptions just because we're people. And that's one of them that you make. He's just in a wheelchair, you're like, oh, he must be decrepit, and then the guy tries to kill you. It's like, wow, okay, we're in that kind of a game. Yeah, I don't like that move. I love that one. These guys are probably my favorite just regular enemy in the game. And it's because of that move. It's my dream. A long, clear, consistent attack that can be parried if you know what you're doing. It's glorious. Come on, what? I would have defeated you guys fairly if I literally could. What the hell? Alright. Let's get us some blood echoes up here by snapping a heart in. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I mean, like, look at it. It's just blood, droplet of cold blood containing blood. Because you never really question what that is, and there's all the like popping. I love that, like I don't know. It's just it's kind of a thing. Execute the dogs. Because they're kinda bastards. Ha ha! Nice try, buddy, but I see all. Even the few. Wait. That guy is not usually that far back. Threw me for a loop there. I can't help you yet, lady. I haven't met the Cathedral Ward Cat. Alright. Oh. That's a nice thing as well, is even if you do get, like, hit like that and you get the successful parry, they still, you can still roll out of it. Like, or at least usually. It's the ones that are, like, heavy attacks, like those guys that, like, knock you back and you can't recover again. Which, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but it is what it— No! That happened in real life! Okay. This guy... I suppose that is an interesting question, is like, is the parry in Sekiro better than the parry here? And the answer is basically, the mechanic is way better in Sekiro than it is in here. By the way, you are literally wrong if you say Sekiro. It's not Sekiro. They say Sekiro in the actual game. It's not Sekiro. Sekiro. He, like, Ishin, are you gonna question the Sword Saint? He says Sekiro. Son of a bitch. Wait, oh, you just... Easy move it. Just afraid now because I fell. It's been forever since I fell. Or at least fell like that, because we all know who the real boss of these games is. Okay. Audience with bird. Okay. Does she give you the shake-off cape? I think, yeah, she does. Right away. What the hell? Eileen, dude, I'm telling you. Incredible NPC, incredible side quest. Eileen's great. It's funny, she's probably one of the more, like, right... There's very few characters in these games that, like, stick by their principles or seem like they genuinely, like, want to make the world a better place, and she's one of them. Like, she's one of the few that, like, you genuinely get the sense that she's got a sense of duty and honor to her. Just interesting, because I mean, obviously, I think that was in, like, the beta versions of the game or whatever, where you, like, meet Gascoigne before you fight him, which would have been so cool. But Eileen kind of serves as that person that's supposed to be like a reflection of you. And again, tragedy to her as well. And the fact that the whole good ending of this game, or I mean, all endings are good, but the ending that's like just kind of, you know, you submit your life. That is something she underwent, if I am not mistaken. Which I probably am, because the lore of these games is confuzzling. Alright. What is it? I never use those oil urns, that's the thing. Like, I think they're supposed to improve your mollies. But I never use it, because you have to throw two, basically. It's frustrating, because it's like, well... You've got... You just have to, like, throw two things to make the one thing happen, and it's just... I'm probably just gonna throw mollies, like, what it makes one as effective as three. Like, throwing three is faster and more convenient. Good pro trick. If you... Nope! Why that happens randomly, I do not know. It keeps happening. I think it's just the movement of the controller. I'm like, guys, if I wanted to gesture, I would swipe across the D-pad. Well, there's that too. Okay. I don't even know why I'm going this route. Well, I guess I'm just being thorough. Holy shit, I'm covered in blood because of all the... This guy was mentioning it earlier, but my god, like, it's funny. My brother played this game before I did, and he, like, I just saw that, I was like, holy shit, like, there's so much blood. Because, like, I mean, a lot of games in a modern context have, like, the option to remove blood, which, for one, is just hilarious in general. But in this game, there's just way more of an emphasis on it. They're like, yeah, every time that you do a visceral attack on someone, like, you're ripping their chest open, so it's, like, it's messy. But, like, the Souls games are actually fairly bloodless. It's surprising. Oh, and here's that pro gamer tip, because I haven't entered a boss room. That one saving grace, if you take the long cut. How many shards do I have? 7. What you need? Where's that extra one? There's one over there. I don't even know. The ambience in this game is an interesting idea, because I mean, that's been the case for a lot of a lot of the From Software games, is like having ambience, and the music's usually used in the boss scenes, but in this game, it's interesting how, how much, like, quiet there is and how haunting it kind of is. Just the city's ambience is oppressive. Never even thought of this. Usually when I've done this route, I just kill the rats. I'm like, you can technically just lead them into this little sewer area. Right. Let us depart. Let's try, but I'm good. Okay. Let's get a heal in. Let's jump onto these cats. Whoa! No, no, no! I didn't mean it. Wait, what the hell is a rat doing here? Okay. Birds, rats, and them arm boys. Like, what more could you ask for? Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's get the elevator. Seriously, I'm probably gonna clip through Gascoigne. It's always hilarious to me how relatively easy he seems when you do what I can do, which is just go through this entire area without ever dying once, and to just use all of my blood echoes to level myself up. Like, it's not even that many levels in the grand scheme of things, but like 6 or so is what I'm guessing I can get up to. If I also, and upgrading your weapon. Like, you can, the parries, like, take out, like, a sixth of his health or something insane like that. We'll see in a sec. I think it's actually more intense when you kill the cleric beast, because I think you get about as many as I have now when you do it. One way or another, he seems much easier around that time. Oh yeah, because I only have one. Oh, I love this game. The detail is so good. Alright, fortify. Oh, and I can sell that. I don't have gems. Alright. Why am I at the shop? There's not... Yeah, okay. Or do they not? Yeah, you do. That. Why not? Is there anyone in chat? I mean, seriously, like, I've got 4 followers. It would just be really funny if there was anyone who was actually watching. And I mean, I'll probably just end up leaving this up, so watch away, but I am well aware that I'm just sitting here talking to myself, which, if we're being honest, is what Twitch essentially is, but you know. Wait, no. Alright, so what is it, 9? Yeah, 6, that's exactly what I thought. 6 levels, we'll see what that does against Gascoigne. And then 2 on my weapon. Alright. Pretty sure at this point I can one-shot those, giants. I don't know the names of a lot of these enemies, actually. I don't even know what I call these. Like, what stone giants? That's a decent enough name, right? Oh, that's actually not the death of them. Okay. I always love that detail as well. They like go like, wait, what the fuck, when you visceral them? Like, it's a good way to make it so that they're not, at least usually, attacking when you are as well. What the? Dude, when you get that rune that, like, gives you extra health when you do viscerals. Ooh. Okay, Gascoigne. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do... You know what? I didn't even get... Or did I? No, because I didn't go that route. Yeah. It's funny just how thorough... You know what? I'll kill the Cleric Beast first. Let's go to him. As I've leveled up, and then we'll... Oh man, I'm gonna feel sorry for poor Gascoigne here in a second. Oh, and I was about to... I was bragging about not dying. I died once. That was the whole reason. That's why I didn't get the Hunter's set, because I died to that guy because I kept missing my shots. Okay, let's do this. This is a weird boss. I've settled on the fact that, like, as far as I'm concerned, the biggest problem is the environment itself. It's not the boss. Because Lawrence, Lawrence has his own problems that are... As far as I'm concerned, Lawrence is a worse version of this boss. It really is what he boils down to. Just... The fire effects make things so much harder to even get any attacks in at all. It makes for a frustrating experience. Not to mention it reuses a boss area that had been used a ton, and there's just nothing about it that feels unique. Even the OST, like, forgive me, a lot of people for some reason love Lawrence's OST. I never have. I've always found it like, take it or leave it. Not to mention he's loud as shit and you can barely even comprehend him. Or the music, that is to say. There it is. Okay. Let's use the oil urn finally. See if this thing's underrated. Oil urn 1. Whoop. Okay. And Molly. Whoa. Okay, let's heal up. It's such a simple and frustrating fix, too, man. Just make the fucking enemy lock-on line up to his torso rather than his, like, nipples. It's up here, and you're, like, looking up while, like, fighting. It's like, dude, The thing is, the ideal place for the enemy lock-on to be is between his legs, but they want it to be on an actual part of the boss itself, so they didn't want to go the route of, like, putting it on an intangible part of him. I just wish they did, because it would have worked better for the actual fight. And again, it's a double whammy, because it's the bridge itself and it's the lock-on. It's so hard if you play the game the way the game encourages you to do so. Because if you use enemy lock-on there, man, the camera is gonna kick your ass. By the way, yeah. I love this game, but this is, like, up there in terms of one of the worst decisions. You see, I can't say that because I don't like tutorials, and one of my favorite parts of this game is the fact that you can just skip everything. And people say that about Dark Souls. You can't skip the Dark Souls tutorial. You have to do everything. And when you know what you're doing, you can get through it in like 4 minutes. And this game still has something like that. But I've always just said this game doesn't really have a tutorial, because the truth is it doesn't have a tutorial. It's just, like, it basically just throws you in and just is like, you know, figure it out.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me...
Oh, and yeah, like, I basically just put everything into skill and then, like, vitality when I need it. Because right now, no one hits hard enough for me to... for it to be justified to use it, so I'm just like, whatever. Oh, do I have... there's... well, I wouldn't have 8. That's just a 1. I defeated the cleric beast, so yeah. For the arm. But yeah, tutorials are an interesting point of discussion in these games, and the way I look at it, it shouldn't seem hand-holdy. And the first Dark Souls has a really good tutorial. I don't want to knock that. It's just, I don't like tutorials in general because it's always so frustrating to replay. I think replayability is a huge mark of merit when it comes to games. Like, it matters to me how much, like, I will want to play a game again and re-experience it. Because really, who wants a game you only play once and only appreciate once, and it's just meant to be? And they're doing that by making games more cinematic in a modern context, and it's unfortunate. Alright. But yeah, I love replaying games, and just... you have to go through tutorials when you replay games, and it's the slow part. And if you do what I do, where you try to perfect, like, routes by going through things in order, then it just makes those early sections tedious. Even in Streamline, because I loved how they did it in Resident Evil 4. And Resident Evil 4 is a really good, quote-unquote, tutorial, but I don't know what that is. I really don't. Why does it, like, explode him back like that? It's funny how much of an asset just walking backwards in this game is. Forgive me, I swear I was watching back just to see how it was, and I realized how much I, like, expressed my lips when I, like... when I was fighting Gascoigne, I kept going like... it's like, it's probably one of those isms you don't know until you watch yourself on tape. I've never understood, what did they kill that guy and they're like standing over his corpse? It almost looks like they're praying or they're around a shrine or something. But it doesn't look like that. It's kind of funny for them to just be looking at that statue. What's even there? That actually is probably what it is, because I think you get a hunter's mark. Yeah, bold hunter's mark. Maybe that's the implication, is that he's a hunter and that they killed him. What is he? Yeah. That's probably exactly what they're implying. Which would be interesting, because that would connect to Gascoigne being here, so. Good job from, do I have, yes. I shouldn't need any of that anyway. Let's just blood bullet up. And I'll fight you fair. Alright, let's do this. What do we got for parries? 402. Okay. I was about to say I don't have... holy shit, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at that.
Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
Oh, wait, already? Okay. Oh, probably because I was... whoa. Okay, I swear I have not heard him make that sound before. That was haunting. Okay. Alright. It is a funny thing about that. That's what I was talking about. Wait, why did that miss? What? See, this is why it's so stressful when you finally get to Gascoigne and he does that, is the problem is it's so easy to get stun locked. It just blah, 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 then you're just dead. It's like, okay. But yeah, you just got to be cool and collected is all it comes down to. You got to be, because it's a double-edged sword. If you get hit, you get stun locked, but if you just parry him, then you're good. It's way easier to parry him in his second phase. Or that's the funny thing about Gascoigne, is that on paper he technically has 3 phases. He has this one where he's using his regular axe, then he switches to the two-handed, and then he goes beast mode. Funny because everyone wants to make 2-phase bosses and like 2 health bar bosses, and I wish we'd go back to From Software games that didn't have like 2-phase bosses. Like most of the bosses in Dark Souls don't. Like Pretorius does not have 2 phases. Oh, it didn't do the thing. But yeah, and by fair, I'm gonna go up to the platform because that's the most frustrating thing about being in the graveyard, is just getting caught and everything. And it's like, I know you can use it to deflect his gun and everything, but it just gets in the way. Alright, come on, Papa G. Forgive me, Papa G, on Twitter, but I feel dirty when I use that expression, because I have no idea if that... I know people call him Papa G for obvious reasons, but yeah, that's where you got your name. Good on you, but you have like a Spike logo or something like that. Poor guy never had a chance. Alright. Let's do this. Ah, stairs! Yeah. Stairs are a huge frustration when it comes to this game. Let me talk to you about something. Because that's one of the things, is that giant that attacks you on the bridge. The stair, I think Matthew Matosis even talked about this in one of his videos. The stair, I can show it to you. Like, the stair literally stops you from getting the parries, and it's so frustrating. Like, not every staircase is like that. Not even that one. It does work most of the time. But there's some times where you just get cheated out of a parry. And it's beyond frustrating because it's like, the advantage is right there, but the stair is preventing you from getting it. And it's like, it literally isn't your fault. It's the game not being able to handle it. Alright, let's do what I haven't done and get the boulder going here. Show you. Might be a good thing to try out. I think it pretty much always happens. It's surprising. I always do love this encounter. You got like a big group, like control waiting there, so obviously you're gonna be like, okay, how do I take these guys out? You might not even pay attention to the boulder. The shield. Alright. So I'm gonna try to parry this guy, and if he's on the stairs, he pretty much always, so hold on. See? That was not me. I went right up to him. Hold on, let me try again. Yeah, now that he's on the ground, it should work. But you saw that. I was right up to him. I pressed it, like, I did exactly what I would have done to get the visceral attack, and it just didn't work. And it's because of the stairs. There's something about the angle of that particular stairs and where you do it, like, I don't... Hold on. Let me kill the other guy. Yeah, but the problem is, I don't give a fuck! Okay. Alright. Might even accidentally kill him with... See? It's right there. It happens every time. That's why, like, I attacked instead of got the visceral in, and I was right up to him. I don't know what it is. And it's super frustrating. That's why I figured out that you could rush this area. Because I got frustrated with dealing with these guys, and then you do the boulder, and you come back here, and you can't even get a visceral when you go after these. Like, it's weird. I was talking about that with Sky, though. Like, there's so many isms that you, like, only someone who's played this game, like, an unhealthy amount of time would be able to be aware of something like that. And I'm just curious. I'm like, I don't know if it's, like, a bug or something like that that just, that just slip through the cracks. I would imagine more people would recognize it and just try to fix it, though. Surely it just comes down to, like, the recognition of it. Like, they basically need to be able to register that which attack is which. And there's something about being, like, slightly lower than them. Because, it, like, there's almost never any issues when you're in a flat area. That's why I decided to fight him here. One. What? That looked weird. Wait, that timing isn't right? That one worked. Not the visceral, though. Ow. Gem. You know what? I can equip it when I'm on the stairs. I'm telling you, you need that thing. It's so good. Alright, I'm gonna crack open your... Whoa! That one might have not been the game. Or the stairs, that is to say. Still looked a little bullshit to me. Alright. Full attacks in. There it is. Yep. I'm telling you, it's a confidence thing, and it speaks to how well Gascoigne is designed as a boss. He just the point of that is he gets like insanely aggressive, and another thing I love is it happens at like a quarter of his health or thereabouts. Oh, I forgot to. It's like right at the end. And it's a perfect place to make him hyper aggressive because you can fake it till you make it, but that's the other option is to just have the confidence to get the viscerals in, and it's great at that. So yep, blood gem tool. I'm probably gonna start heading out the stream here. How long have I been streaming actually? Is it 48 minutes? Yeah, probably when this hits about an hour, I'll bow out. But in the meantime, let's get some new swag going. Or what is it, drip? I always like calling the, I always like calling the clothes in this game drip. Make me not want to go to the DLC. I do like that detail that they like make it. I don't think they really gave a lot, at least not a lot of unscripted moments like that with the Firekeeper in Dark Souls 3. She's pretty much just because, I mean, the reason why they want to have those little isms here with the doll is to make it seem like she's more of a being rather than just something you go to and you're like, hey, upgrade me. Because you could have done that just through the lamps or anything. They make it so you upgrade through her for a reason. And it's just, they want... I'm glad they added character through action with just returning to the dream. Because it just adds up. Like, the doll is the first thing you see. You go in there, you see her waiting there, you're like, whoa. And then when she's gone, it's like, hmm? It's like, again, just those little head turners. It's a nice thing. Touch. Yeah, I'll just go full. I don't oft do the Gascoigne cosplay, but the hair, oh yeah. I am telling you, dude. My favorite drip in this game is the old Hunters set, and dude, when you go long silver hair like I literally always do with that, oh, it looks awesome. Okay, where even theater? I forgot. Oh. Okay, I only have one. Let's get the... I'm sitting down for some reason. Oh, that's why I wanted to sell the...
Welcome. What? Very well.
Yeah, I'm going to Bloodstarved. That should probably, yeah. Only 2 levels. I've never liked how minuscule... For one, I wish the health bars in this game were longer. They're way too slim, and health is weird. It doesn't... That's why I usually don't upgrade health in this game early on, because it's just... Your upgrades to health don't change it all that much. You gotta get like a decent like 10 or so to really set yourself up for success. Okay. Oh, I can get the top hat. That's an option. These guys have a weird attack. I've never liked it because the whole idea with the visceral, at least in my opinion, it comes down to the look of it. See, that's better. The problem is usually it's like they're winding up and then just book. That's basically what they're doing. They're winding up a cane and then hitting you on the side. But it doesn't quite seem like a wind up the way they do it, because it's almost reserved. They're like, I don't know what it is. There's something about that motion that just doesn't seem right. Because my frustration with parries comes down to, like, when you basically attack without seeing the attack. You parry before it looks like you should parry. That's what is such a dream to me about those giants, is you parry exactly when you would figure you would parry. Right? As it's coming near you. You can't go too early, you can't go too late. You gotta hit the sweet spot. And sometimes they do not nail the sweet spot, and that's one of the few in this game that I would say is like that. It's a weird animation. It doesn't quite look right. Okay. Get this guy. I don't even know how good that gem is. I don't know if it's worth it. Probably, like... Oh. That actually kind of looked bullshit. That was weird. The visceral worked even though I was kind of to the side of him. Alright, I'll take it. Ah, I missed. What is with me today? I keep missing jumps that I usually get. Let's get them cocktails going. Alright, let's see how quickly we can pull this off. You there? Didn't you see the sign? Get the fuck out, buddy. We don't want you here. Try to get in here, I'm gonna mow you down with my fucking Tommy gun. How about that? I got a turret right up here. You wanna go in here? These guys are not beasts, they're good people. I'm gonna shoot ya. This guy kind of is a waste, because realistically, you're just gonna kill him, and like, that's his thing. If you go backwards through this area, he won't kill you, but like, and you can make peace with him. If you go backwards and you never, ever kill any beasts, he won't become hostile to you. It's just like, it's barely a quest, because it's like something that like it's rewarded, it rewards abnormal behavior, basically. Which, you want some of that in a game, of course. You don't want it to be that, like, everything is predictable and everything is just the way that it is, but it's... I don't know. Can they make the jump? It's so funny that they have it up here. Ugh! Jump in this game. Ugh. Actually, I'm not sure what I'd say is the worst part of this game, but man, the platforming is really bad. Especially that place in Cathedral Ward, it just... That jump is such a fuck you, man. Like, and it admittedly is to one of the coolest areas in the game, and it's meant to be a secret, like, I know that, but, like, I've played this game so much, and even I miss it all the time. Like, it's really, really hard to land where you're supposed to there. I'm telling you. How fucking based is that? That's how you get the cane back. Just thunking it into the ground, like... Surely that's not a real word, thunk. What, thwack? I wonder what action lines, like, I mean, bang obviously is a word. Like crack, but thwack. Like, I think I'm probably making that up. Alright. What's in this blood? Yeah, pungent. How do you know you've played a game too much? You know, like, all of the unknown items. Like, this one is the, bloodstone shards. See? Told you. When you're at that level, you're like, yeah, I've played this game too much. Nope! Nope! Heal up. Anyone still in the chat? I'm telling you, if you like show up, I'll be your best friend. I'll just start answering like literally every question you have. All right. Seriously, unless there's something wrong. That was something that pissed the hell out of Penguin Zero in his stream, is the running into it. And it's such an irritation. It should just register that when you're already jumping, because there's nothing, like, it's so easy to be running and then to dodge, because you have to think about it. You have to think about running, stopping, and then dodging. Like, run, stop, dodge. That's good, but just... That's something that's totally natural to do, to freak out in a fight and just like... And then you get killed. This is why a jump button is probably a good idea, and maybe having like one of the... What do you call it, analog sticks be like a press? That's what I think is an ideal jump button. Or one of them. It might be a better run button. But these games, I'm a fan of Elden Ring adding a jump, even though I don't think it does too much. But the general thing is they just need to improve the platforming in these games. Alright. Move up. Who's that? Get our fire paper and let's take on the blood-stabbed beast. I'm sorry, Gascoigne, like, your drip is amazing, but the hat is the one thing where I'm like, I'm not sure. I've always loved that, especially with the church garbs, that hood works shockingly well with it. Let's go with the hood. That was what I went for on my first playthrough. I just had the hood the entire time. And I loved mixing and matching. This game has some of the best mixing and matching for the drip. You can make some really cool things by just slapping a bunch of different outfits around. It's not as much of a thing in the Souls games because it's like mostly armor and stuff like that. This game, not much is armor at all. And the armor that does exist is stuff that can be matched well. Dark Souls 3 just has good drip just in general. I always love that I forget what the name of it is, but it's like armor with a jacket around it and like a hood. It just looks so cool. There's something about armor with like a cloak that like looks so imposing. I love outfits like that in these types of games or movies. Alright. Do I have any well, I got the... Okay. Oh, I do have mollies. Oh. That's just the funny thing. I am so minimalistic when it comes to using items, but not when it comes to this fight. Because that poison... Damn, I did not upgrade my weapon at all. I upgraded myself, though. What is it, level up? Upgrade myself seems weird. That sounds like a weird thing to say. I upgraded myself. It's like, well... You puffed that chest up, buddy. I upgraded myself. We're probably gonna get to a point in the future that's how you say that. Like, I upgraded myself. I mean, like, it's... You could say I'm like, come on, dude. But, like, I really think that headjacking, like you see it in the Matrix, is gonna be a thing in the future. Surely we're gonna find a way to, like, be able to add information into the brain digitally. Or at least, like, using technology. Like, the problem is the human brain is, like, insanely complicated, and it almost defies science in a lot of ways. We're nowhere near as complicated as the human brain in terms of the computers that we're making. So... I mean, I doubt I'll see it in my lifetime, but I figure... You gotta wonder that with certain medical technology, or just technology in general, like, how long is it gonna take? I could picture something like that in as little as 100 years. But... Yeah, I upgraded myself, like... Maybe we'll be saying that at some point. Alright, everyone's favorite boss. Let me tell you, he got a lot better for me when I realized you could parry him, and you can actually parry him insanely consistently, almost as well as you can parry Gascoigne. But the AoE in this fight is insane. Not to mention just poison in general, like... This is the time, this is why I upgrade health at this point, because, like, I guess I could fake it. I want to do this. I want to try this fair, at least. try better than that, buddy. See, I'm not saying, like, you know, whiff so that I can go damageless in this fight, but... Fire? PS5, but I'm telling you, the particle effect. I pity the people that are still stuck with the PS4 with this game because the particle effects create, like, some insane lag sometimes. It is unfortunate just how viable, like, just going behind the enemies is with a lot of the beast villains or bosses in this game. I suppose that a boss is still a villain. And then I always do the cane swap. Oh, alright. Damn. Yeah, it's only an hour and 6 minutes, and I've been playing insanely casually, relative to how I usually do, so... This is such a great game. It's the definition of comfort food for me. It's why I always just have called it my favorite game, because it's like, what... If it's just a game that I want to slap on, it's basically just this.
Welcome. What is it?
It's always there. I always enjoy playing it. I'm really good at it, and it's my vibe, basically. Alright. 15's a decent sweet spot for those. Let me buy weapon. Wait. Oh, do I not have a... Oh, I don't have any. Okay. Alright. Yeah, what is it? Up 0.7? Yeah, that's the funny thing about this that I've always loved, is that's from the brooch that you can give to the kid. Like, Gascoigne's entire quest line is like such a fucking Greek tragedy, so it's like, it's best to just avoid it for one, but it's doubly beneficial if you just use that brooch and you get the gem, because this thing's really, like, physical attack up 2.7, that's actually pretty decent, because that's the other thing, like 0.7, and it's like, that's just, it's not much at all. Could I add it? I'm like, yeah, and I will. It's something, but that is useful. That is useful. I doubt that I need to prepare, but yeah. Yeah, the chalice, and I can sell the blood ritual that I got. I'm sorry, I've been flaunting how much I've played this game. How have I never observed that, like, the Hunter's Dream... Well, yeah, obviously this place isn't real. What are all those fucking pillars doing there? Like... I'd literally have to look that up. That's interesting. That's the funny thing about From Software games, just, I mean, life in general. I always love that when you notice something, you're like, how have I never noticed that? It's like, But yeah, these games are full of details like that where you just pick it up. It's probably that I mixed it up with all the other trees. Like, when you're just walking by, you just assume that those are trees. That was the first time that I was looking, because I was looking for something picturesque to close on. And it's like, that's it, right there. So, yeah. Curious to look back at this, because obviously this was just me talking to myself, because no one was in the chat. I'll mention it on Twitter and probably stream again tomorrow after I'm done with work, but I would very much be game of just making this a fairly regular thing. Just casually playing, talking, and yeah, any questions or anybody that's just on to just talk, I'm game. Because I love this game and it's interesting streaming. Well, that's gonna close it out. Like, I'm the only one who's been watching this stream, so I'll leave it up, and I'm curious if you think that I sound interesting, mostly just talking to myself, because I have no idea how engaging and or boring this is, but I would hope that I provided you with something. So, to anyone watching in the future, thank you, and hopefully next time there's more chat engagement and or a guest. Thank you.